Hi everyone, we are the Group 10. This is our mini report covering our favorite different topics from topic 5, the market structure. We will talk about monopoly, perfect competition, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. So the term I chose from topic 5 is pure monopoly. And to begin with, let us recall its definition. So in economics, pure monopoly is a type of market structure where one single seller controls the entire industry. So the product or service they offer has no close substitute, meaning wala kang ibang pagpipilian bilang consumer. So why is this significant? It is because in pure monopoly, the seller becomes a price maker. They have complete power to set prices with no competition to bring it down. And for a regular Filipino, this is extremely important because it directly affects our daily or everyday lives. And the most perfect example of this in the Philippines is Meralco. So if you live in Metro Manila, Meralco is the sole distributor of electricity in your home. If you are unhappy with your monthly bill, you cannot switch to another provider. And your only options is magbayad o mabuhay ng walang kuryente. But of course, you can always contact them for bill clarification. And the most meaningful insight I take from this topic is this: the market doesn't always protect the consumer. When competition disappears, pricing power shifts entirely to one single company. And in the Philippines, where many families are simply trying to make ends meet, a high electricity bill isn't just an inconvenience. It is a financial burden carried by every Filipino family every single month. This is why I believe that understanding pure monopoly goes beyond the exam. It helps us understand why government regulation is necessary to protect ordinary citizens.
Perfect competition is a market structure where many sellers and buyers trade identical products and no single seller can control the price. Perfect competition markets must consist of more buyers and sellers. It means it has a large audiences, maraming mamimili at maraming nagbebenta. Exact same products, a large number of sellers produce and sell identical products or service or pare-pareho ang produktong tinitinda or ino-offer. No entry and exit barriers. Malayang pumapasok at lumalabas ang mga negosyo. Market share does not matter. Walang required na puhunan or halaga. So sellers can sell all they want and buyers can buy all they want. So best example niyan here in the Philippines are the palengke or talipapa, kung saan maraming nagtitinda ng gulay o isda na halos pare-pareho ang kalidad at ang presyo. Another one is online freelancing. So maraming freelancers na nag-aalok ng pare-parehong serbisyo gaya ng content writing or graphic design na halos pare-pareho ang presyo. In this structure, no sellers can control the price. It means firms cannot influence the market price as it is determined by supply and demand. So based on my understanding, true perfect competition rarely exists in the real world due to factors like advertising and shipping cost. However, though it is rare in real world, it serves as a benchmark for understanding the market dynamics and consumer welfare.
Monopolistic competition, one of the common market structure in economics. Monopolistic competition is a market structure in which many businesses offer similar products and services but differentiate themselves through branding, quality, pricing, marketing, or customer experience. There are four main characteristics of monopolistic competition. First, many sellers. Second, differentiated products. Third, some control over price. And last, the strong advertising and promotion. Monopolistic competition is important because it encourages businesses to innovate and improve their products and services. It creates healthy competition, gives consumer more choices, and motivates companies to develop effective marketing strategies to stand out in the market. A good example of monopolistic competition is the fast food industry. Companies such as McDonald's, Jollibee, and Burger King offer similar products like burger and fries. However, they differentiate themselves through their brand image, menu offerings, pricing strategies, promotion, and customer experience. My most important lesson from this topic is that businesses can gain a competitive advantage through strong branding and effective marketing, even when they sell products that are similar to those of their competitors. A real-life example is McDonald's Philippines' partnership with SB19 as brand endorsers. This marketing strategy attracted more customers, especially the group fan base known as 18. Through social media campaigns, promotional content, and exclusive offers such as collectible photo cards, McDonald's increased customers' engagement and strengthened its brand visibility. This shows how businesses in a monopolistically competitive market can successfully differentiate themselves and attract more consumers through strategic marketing efforts.
So, oligopoly is a market structure where a few large firms dominate the market and their business decisions can influence each other. So, here are the characteristics. Few large sellers, interdependent decision making, high barriers to entry, and products may be similar or different. So, for this, ang magandang example is yung Globe and Smart. Meron silang magkaiba sila ng same lang sila ng product pero magkaiba sila ng company. So, um, interdependent decision making, masyado silang closely monitor to each other. If meron problem yung isa, meron din yung isa. So, high barriers to entry, hindi basta-basta makakapantay sa kanila dito sa ano natin. And yun nga, products may be similar or different, same lang sila ng product. So, ayun lang po yung oligopoly. My key takeaway for oligopoly is a few large companies dominates the market, which means every business decision such as changing prices, launching promotions, or introducing new products can have a significant impact on competitors and consumers. So, in this market, large yung firms nila at nagdo-dominate, closely watch each other's decision. So for example nga yung Globe and Smart, kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong pag merong promo si Globe, biglang meron din si Smart. So they face little threat from new competitors. So nagko-compete sila using either similar or differentiated products.
In conclusion, market structure isn't just an economic concept. It is the invisible framework that shapes every purchase we make as Filipinos. Whether we are buying rice from a wet market vendor, paying our Meralco bill, choosing between fast food restaurants or clothing brands, or deciding which telco plan to subscribe to, and the level of competition behind each of those transactions directly determines the price we pay and the choices we have. As future business leaders, understanding where your industry sits on the competition spectrum is not optional. It is essential because knowing your market structure means knowing your power, your limits, and your strategy.